Hello everyone, let's start with the series Roadmap to Become Competitive Programmer 5 star. So in this video, I'll be solving 25th problem and its name is Sasta Shark Tank. Nice. So when we were in college and kind of entrepreneurial subject was there. So there also we played Shark Tank kind of thing, and then a teacher was asking what name would you like to use. So we were telling Sasta Shark Tank, Sasta Shark Tank. So jokes apart, so now coming to the problem, Devendra, oh nice name. Devendra just had $1 million idea, and he needs fund to start up. He was recently invited to Shark Tank, a TV show where entrepreneurs pitch their ideas to investors, hoping to get investment in return. He was offered deals from two investors. First investor offered $8 for 10% of his company, and second investor offered $B for 20% of his company. Devendra will accept the offer from the investor whose valuation of the company is more. Obviously, he'll do that. Determine which offer will Devendra accept, or if both the offers are equally good. For example, if the first investor offered $300 for 10% of the company, then the first investor's valuation of the company is $3,000. Since 10% of 3,000 is 300, okay, we got that. I'll show you on the board. If the second investor offers $500 for 20% of the company, then the second investor's valuation of the company is $25,000. I mean $25,000. Sorry, $2,500, since to 20% of 2,500 is 500. Input format, the first line contains a single integer t, the number of test cases, then the test cases follow. Int t, cint t, while t minus 1. This will take care of all the test cases. The first and only line of each test can contain two integers a and b. Okay, there are two integers a and b. A, B. The amount offered by first investor for 10% of Devendra's company, and the amount offered by second investor for 20% of Devendra's company. So your percentage is common, seems to be, and only the amount what they're giving, that is different, A and B. Let's try it. Okay, we'll have to print first if the Devendra accepts the first investor deal, second if he accepts a second investor deal, and otherwise if both the deals are equal, you can print any. So let's try to understand the example what they've given. Okay, first we'll understand this for example only, what in question they've given, and then we'll understand the problem examples. Let me take you to the board. 10% 300, 20% 500. Got it. So investor A is giving $300 for 10%, and this is fixed. When in the whole problem, this investor A will give it for 10% of the company, and investor B, he is giving dollar, what was it, 500, and his percentage fixed is 20%. Okay, so if you we know in mathematics percentage is calculated as some number, you can say here, some number divided by total number into 100. Okay, so here the percentage of the company is saying 10%, 10, and here A is giving $300. So what is the total total valuation of the company, which is X? We'll have to find it, into 100 will do. So this 10 goes, X is basically 300 into 10 is 3000. So valuation of the company for the first investor is like 3000. When investor A gives $300 for 10% of the company, so company's valuation will be $3000. Let's try to take for the B one now. In B case, percentage there which is fixed, they've given 20, and some number which is basically what investor is giving amount is 500. Total valuation of the company we don't know, which is X, into 100, that's 2. this 21s are, this is 25s are. X is basically 5 into 500, 2500. So if he chooses investor B, then his valuation of the company is 2500. Here is 3000, which is obviously 3000 greater than 2500. So he'll choose investor A. So in this case, we'll have to print first. I think you got it. It is simple. Only math formula you'll have to use it. Now let's try to take the examples given in test cases. So A value is not fixed, but percentage is fixed, 10%. B value is not fixed, they'll give for each example, but percentage is fixed for 20% of the company, for 10% of the company respectively. First test case is 100 to 100. Yeah. Investor A is given $100, investor B is given $200. So again we'll use the same formula, which is here 10 is equals to first try to again simplify this formula. Yeah, coming back, actually my video was stuck, I don't know how, but I explained you these things, but let me again explain you. Since video was stuck, I'll cut them out, don't worry. So first example we are dealing with, but I was telling we'll have to simplify again this formula for A and B investor, because their percentages are constant. So percentage is 10, and yeah, now it is working fine. And let's say $A they are investing, and X1 is the total valuation of the company, or let me write TV1, total valuation of the company, into 100 according to the formula. So total valuation of the first investor, investor A, or we can take TVA, so it will be 10 into A. Now coming to simplification formula of investor B, 20% is the valuation of the company they are taking, and B is the dollar investment that they are doing, and total valuation of company B is company is B. 21s are 25s are. So total valuation of the company, if he chooses investor B, will be 5 cross B. 5 into B. Yeah. So this is a simplified formula. Now coming to example 1, what they have given, they have given investor A will be giving him $8, $100. So 10 into 100, that will be $1,000. B's if he chooses investor B, his total valuation of the company will be 5 into 200, which will be again 1000. So in this case, as you can see, both the valuation of the company are same. So in this case our answer will be any. He can choose any investor which he likes. If he chooses A or B, so in that case his valuation of the company will be same again. Now let's come to example 2. Example 2 says 200 and 100. Nice. 200 and 100. So valuation of the company A will, if it is investor A, it will be 10 into 200, which is $2,000. $2,000. If it is just investor B, it will be 5 into 100, which is $500. So obviously this is greater if it is investor A. So in this case, you'll have to return first. You'll have to print it. Yeah. Now coming to third example, 200, 500. Acha, it is 200 only, but here we have 500. So 200, 500. So if he chooses investor A, his valuation of the company will be $2,000. If he chooses investor B, then his company's valuation will be 2500, which is 2500. Obviously 2500 is greater than 2000, so in this case we'll have to print second. So this is pretty much you'll have to do. I think you got the problem statement. Let's try to code it up. So A and B they given, so we'll have to find uh, total valuation if he chooses company A. That will be, in formula we have seen, it is 10 into A, so we'll have to write 10 star A. Total valuation if he chooses investor B, that will be 5 into B. Now we'll have to check it. If total valuation of company A is greater than total valuation of company B, if it is greater, we'll have to return first, I mean print. Else, if total valuation of company A is less than total valuation of company B, in that case you will have to print second, because second investor is giving a good value. Else, which means it is not greater than, it is not smaller than, which means both are equal. So in that case we'll have to print any. Let's try to run the code. Any first second, any first second. Let's try to submit the code. Yeah, perfect, it got submitted. So basically it was kind of mathematics only. You'll have to know the percentage formula and derive these two formulas how to deal with this problem. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video.